I noticed something. JSU, Jackson State, the I love, has a chance to make new history. Now, you're listening and you're saying to yourself, what do you mean new history? Jackson State has always had Hall of Famers in the NFL and so forth. But in modern time, three players can potentially be drafted. It could happen. And today I'm going to talk about Dallas Daniels. Here's what he has to do to solidify himself to be a drafted player instead of someone that's, practice squad and so forth. And I'll chime in. What's good, everyone? This is RawTruth Media giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Please like and share this video throughout all social media platforms. Dallas Daniels. What I'm hearing right now from the East-West Shrine Senior Bowl, which is in Vegas, another version of a Senior Bowl. I believe there's 3 to 4 Senior Bowls out there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let me digress. Dallas Daniels is having some good practices. From the reports I've seen, it says that Dallas Daniels, 6 foot, 180, excellent route runner, sure hands, and these are things we all know about. But Dallas Daniels needs to do, not only in practice because he's doing his thing, but in that game, he has to be one of the main playmakers. And I know he has that ability. He's been the most consistent Jackson State player in regards to receiver-wise on offense. His hands translates, route running as well. But if you're not running 4-3, what can you provide? Intangibles, that's what Dallas Daniels can do. He has to show coaches that if it's 3rd and long, I can run the right route. If it's 4th and 1 in the goal line, I can block the cornerback to give cushion for the running back to have an open run lane. These are what the offensive coordinators are looking for. These are what the head coaches in the NFL are looking for. Consistency, coachability. They don't want players pouting. And one thing I heard about Dallas Daniels, and this is from a reliable source, by the way. The person I talked to when I asked about who is the one player that coaches just love because they're themselves, not only that, they're a sure thing. They're always going to be on time. They're always going to be the first one in the meeting room. Dallas Daniels. He exemplifies that. You see his work ethic. And if Dallas Daniels is matched up against a cornerback that's projected to be drafted, that is his time, and he knows it too, to really take his game up a notch. Jackson State can have 3 players drafted. Now you're asking yourself, who are the 3 players? The first, Dallas Daniels, he could. Isaiah Bolden. Isaiah Bolden could potentially be the first player drafted based off his measurables. You know he's going to run a 4.3. He's 6'2" or 205 pounds. His vertical jump is going to be off the charts. And he has one thing that translates so well, and that's the return ability. There's a lot of teams that are looking for punt returners, kick returners, you name it. Really punt returners due to the NFL moving the kickoff ahead, so there's a lot of touchbacks in the NFL. Kick returners are what they're looking for. Another name, Aubrey Miller. A ton of people are telling me and plenty others that look out for Aubrey Miller. He could be the first one. But the reason why I said Isaiah Bolden, not just the numbers and the height, defensive scheme. There's teams that like tall corners with speed. The Oakland Raiders. You know they're going to draft anybody running a 4.3, especially if they're tall. The Dallas Cowboys. I know it's my team, but still, Dan Quinn likes tall corners. And if you're a tall corner with speed, if you're a tall corner with good hands, you can intercept the ball, you're most likely going to be drafted. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The New York Jets. So Isaiah Bolden, he has a lot to be excited for. Now, Aubrey Miller, he was just measured in the Reese's Senior Bowl, 5'11", 3/4, 225 pounds. And I'm not totally surprised because in the NFL, when they measure you, you're going to be listed a lot shorter than normal measurements. They have a unique measurement system. I remember when Calvin Johnson was in the pre-draft workout, Calvin Johnson looks like 6'6" 3/4. They measured Calvin Johnson 6'5" 3/4. That's how the NFL does in their height scale. Kind of off topic, but not really. Isaiah Land, I wanted to give you guys an update. He weighed more than I thought. I thought they would list him at like 218 or something. He weighed 226, 6'4", barely 6'4". So that's good for him. He needs to add more weight. But if a defensive coach looks past his weight and looks at his potential, he'll bode well. And to the teams that are drafting these HBCU players, don't wait the last minute and hope they get undrafted so you can pick them up in the practice squad and save some money. No. This is the draft that you got to select HBCU players. If you don't, then a coach who can actually coach up players, Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, and so forth, they're taking those players and they're going to mold them into championship caliber athletes. Don't make that same mistake. There's a lot of people from last year's draft. You could look at the message boards, pissed off that their organizations passed on James Houston, Jacoby Durant, Ja'Kai Carter from Southern. You want me to keep naming some names? I have all day now. Don't make that same mistake. Joshua Williams from Fayetteville State. Oh, by the way, he's in the Super Bowl with the Chiefs. This is why you cannot miss out on HBCU talent. That arrogance can have you missing on a gem that can help your franchise. That's all I'm saying. Dallas Daniels, keep putting on for HBCUs, keep putting on for Jackson State. You got this, my brother. To all HBCUs in senior bowls, and some are not, keep impressing these scouts and show the world that you can find talent in HBCUs. This is RawTruth Media, and I'm out.